spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of automotive carnage, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. This is Wastelands Wednesday. Hey everybody, Joe Zero here. Recently had our Death Race 2023. Had a great round of competitors. There was Wicked Small Garage and an entry from Charles Diecast Garage. Had a really great time. We went into 2 nights, 2 hours long. The videos are posted up on my channel, so check them out for a recap if you want to see the whole race. There were some other great competitors like Mark Anthony's Kustoms with his cool space car looking thing. You had Mike Mods in Kustoms with his Camaro. And BJ's Kustoms. It was won by Ready 2 Diecast. Super cool entry. And there was this car by Travis Bedwell. And you had Steve from Miniature Mustangs. Spork Syndicate with his Giga Speeder. Jim Silva with his El Toro Loco. Santa Slodog brought his Spork Killer. Just a bunch of great looking cars. You had Tom Ellingson with his entry. And over here you had Simple Kustoms with Eddie Papandrea and his Gasser of Disaster. Mike Espo with his flying car. So yeah, nothing but a bunch of great looking cars when we raced them. So here's kind of how it went down. I took the names of all 14 races, put them in a hat, mixed them up, and got 7 races out of it. Then we took it to this long straight track, basically 4 foot long with increments of 4 marked out. And they had to run the board twice, qualifying rounds. We used a series of 6-sided dice to roll them out. 1s and 2s were 1 space, 3s and 4s were 2 spaces, 5 and 6 were 3 spaces. So he rolled a 5, he could go 3 spaces, which was 1, 2 for the turnaround, and 3. Pretty straightforward. So it took the better part of the evening to get all that done. We had 7 racers who won, so we went to the real Gaslands. Made a track here, so they had to race down the track to gate 1. Once they passed gate 1, their weapons were activated. Then they could go through gate 2. At gate 2, they'd lose any damage they'd taken. And then after that, it was a race to the finish line. This event was called Get Out of Dodge. For round 2, we had 3 races. We had Spork Syndicate going up against Travis Bedwell. For the second race, we had Jim Silva going up against Simple Kustoms by Eddie P. And then there was Charles Diecast Garage versus Mark Anthony. Then after that, it was the third round, deep in the heart of the Wastelands. Here they had to go through these gates to get to gate 1 to activate their weapons. And then it was on to gate 2, past Jim's ammo shop there. Gate 2 didn't do anything for their wounds, just allowed them to get to the finish line. It was a burning car. It was terrible. They hit the finish line. This was a fun bunch of races. Now all the Death Race stuff we did was done with the sort of a babyfied Gaslands. We had all the Gaslands templates in play. The curves and the straights and the turns. There was a slide factor, which made for some interesting results. And there were the dice, hazard dice. There was shifts, and spins, and slides, and a hazard marker, in which case you took damage. Basically, you rolled 2 dice and took your choice, and then used the template to move your car. These Wasteland races were a lot of fun. You had Mike Espo going up against Charles Diecast Garage, and Spork Syndicate going up against Simple Kustoms. And the fourth and final race, well, that was one big slaughter. We called it King of the Mountain. Had both cars start on opposing sides of the table, and they had to run over zombies, which were moving, through a period of 6 rounds. Ultimately, it went 8 rounds because it was tied up, and we had to do a tiebreaker sudden death. And when it was all said and done, and the smoke had cleared, we finally had a winner. Spork Syndicate with his Giga Speeder. He's the Death Race 2023 champion, so King of the Mountain. I want to thank all you guys who participated for sending your stuff in. Had a great time doing it. Had some good feedback from you, so we'll be doing this again. Until the next one, peace, love, and good happiness stuff. God bless.